so happy that you are back. I cannot believe we are on day 9. Woo! So we're going to be working our core today, of course. We're also going to be working our glutes, and we're going to do an isometric core exercise, which is going to be really good for our oblique muscles, working a little bit of anti-rotation. So you'll see what I mean when I come to that. So you're not really going to need any equipment today. You can come and sit up onto a block or a cushion if you would like, because we're going to get started with a little bit of breath work just to get us relaxed. And you're going to need a wall at some point. I can guarantee that you have a wall with an edge in your house. So when it comes to that, you'll see what I mean. Let's get started. So you can come and sit onto a block, onto the ground, onto a cushion, anything that you find comfortable. And we're just going to take a moment. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. Think about your scoliosis. Think about correcting your scoliosis as much as you can, getting really long, all the way from the tailbone up to the crown of your head. Trying to get your hips even. Trying to center your rib cage. And then imagining there's a string at the tip of your head and it's pulling you up to the ceiling. And you can just close your eyes. Take a moment to scan your body. Then I want you to take a big inhale and exhale. We'll do that again. So taking an inhale, breathing in all the positive energy, exhaling out all of the negative energy. And then let's bring a little smile to the face. And we're going to come down onto our mats. So if you had a block or a cushion, you can just pop it to the side. And we're going to start lying down flat, bending the knees, feet flat on the floor. And you can take a moment here, getting really long through your spine. Again, thinking of your scoliosis, thinking of your convex and concave areas. And we're going to take some deep breaths and try and fill up those concave areas, the areas that are compressed. We want those concave areas to come down towards the mat. You might notice them poking up. You might not notice anything at all, in which case just breathe. Big inhales in. Forceful exhales out. Go 2 more big inhales. Send your breath to your concave areas. Exhales. 1 more big inhale. Exhale. Then we're going to get started with our core exercise. So, keeping your rib cage down, your core engaged, and your natural curve in your lower back, you can start to bring your feet off the ground. And you're just going to hover the heels off. And I'm going to give you a couple of options here. I want you to try and keep your hands on your rib cage, because I want you to not let this move as we do your exercise. So keeping this down. Then we're going to do leg extensions, and we're going to do both at the same time. So you're going to have 2 options here. You can take an inhale and then exhale, lowering both feet. You can tap the heels down at the same time and then back up. Or if you want to make it slightly more difficult, you can extend the legs all the way out. Keeping these ribs down. What you don't want to see is this, because that's going to be really painful for your lower back. So making sure your ribs are staying down. Also, the higher you have your feet, the easier it might be. The lower you have your feet, the harder it's going to be. So choose your level of difficulty. Heels down, feet high, feet low, and let's go. Hands on your ribs. Remembering to breathe. Knees come back in and then extending out at your level of difficulty. If you're feeling anything in the lower back, maybe regressing the exercise, you can even do opposite heels if this is too much for you. Opposite feet down. Keep it moving as I'm talking to you, in and out. And we're going slow here, guys. Slow movements. Not doing anything too fast. And just trying to get this core awake. We're going to go for 4 more. Keep squeezing those core muscles as hard as you can. It's all here. All the energy is in this core. Your rib cage is staying down and not flaring away from the mat. Thinking about pushing those concave areas down. Almost there. I'm going to say 1 more wherever you are. Hold. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring it back in. Nice work. Then we're going to come into glute bridges. So you're going to take an inhale. Exhale. Pull your ribs down. Heels underneath your knees. And then push your glutes up, lead with your hips, and squeeze your glutes at the top. Then gently lower back down. Just tap your hips to the mat and straight back up, keeping your ribs down in line with your hips. Not letting your rib cage flare up to the ceiling. This is a core exercise as well as a glute exercise. Everything in this middle area is working hard. So keep pushing those hips up, squeezing your glutes as hard as you can when you get to the top. That contraction at the top is really important. You can release as you come down. Just tap and then up, contract. Down, up, contract. Think of your glutes as you're doing the exercise. Send all of your energy there. Send all of your focus to those muscles. Almost there. Let's do 2 more. You got this. Keep pushing through, squeezing those glutes as hard as you can. Last one. Good, and relax. Nice, well done. Then you're going to come up to standing, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Well done with those glute bridges. I hope you can feel those glutes on fire. So next you're going to stand up and you're going to try and find a wall that kind of has an edge like this. Any corner, anything that you can basically place your hand against. Because we're going to do an isometric hold, which basically means that we're going to do anti-rotation and work these muscles here. So I'm going to give you 3 options. Option 1, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to bring your hand to the wall. You're going to squeeze your core muscles as hard as you can. Then you're going to push your hand into the wall with your 100% max effort, and you're going to hold. So that's going to be option 1. Option 2, you can step 1 foot back, keep most of the weight through your front leg, and then push into the wall like this. Or you can come into a squat, choosing how far you want to come down, and then pushing into the wall like this, option 3. So choose your level of difficulty. You're going to push and go. Squeeze your core muscles, push into that wall as hard as you can, and basically your core is stopping you from rotating. It's hard. You're going to feel it in your arms, your shoulders as well. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, well done. Then you've got to do the other side, so make sure you either just turn around or come to a different edge of wall. And then same on this side. Choose your option 1, 2, or 3, and let's go. Other hand pushes in. You're going to hold and squeeze. squeeze those core muscles as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to come and sit back down onto the mat. Well done, my friends. Absolutely killed it with those isometric holds. Take a little rest. If you need to pause me, you can. Have a sip of water. Look after yourself, because we're going to come back down onto the mat and go one more time. So get yourself aligned. Try and straighten your spine. Start to inhale and fill those concave areas. And then we're going to go again with those leg extensions. So bringing your feet off the ground, keeping your ribs down. Keep your hand on your ribs so you can feel the movement of your body. And then we have those options. So let's go. Either lowering your feet down, tapping both heels, extending your legs up, or extending your legs out. Choose your level of difficulty, but make sure those ribs are not flaring away from the mat. And we do not want to feel the lower back here at all. If you feel the lower back, maybe just try tapping one heel down and then the other heel down. And squeeze these core muscles as much as you can. Keeping it moving. You're doing so well. We're almost there. Let's get 5 more. You got this. I know you've got this. Keeping it slow. Keeping control. 2 more. Challenge yourself. 1 more. We're going to hold it out. 3 seconds. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Good. Well done. And let's come straight into those glute bridges. Ankles underneath your knees. Take an inhale. Exhale. Pull those ribs down. And push your hips up. Squeeze your glute to the top. And then back down. Just tapping your hips down. And then straight back up. All that focus is on your glutes. Your butt muscles. These nice juicy little things at the back of your body that need to be strong. That are going to help support and hold your body up straight. Stabilize your pelvis. It's just so important that we have strong glutes with scoliosis and without scoliosis, just in general, but especially with scoliosis. So squeeze those glutes and push them high without sacrificing your form, keeping your rib cage down, not flaring through the ribs. All the movement is from your hip joint. It's not from your spine. Let's get 3 more, guys. You got this. 2. Good. 1 more big squeeze. And relax. Oh, gosh. Well done. Okay, so coming back to your wall, we've got that isometric one more time. You have got this. Let's go. Choose your level. 1, 2, or 3. What did you do last time? And let's go. Squeeze those core muscles. Push your hand into the wall as much as you can. Squeeze your back. Keep your spine nice and long. Think of your scoliosis. Try and straighten it. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to switch straight into the other side. Get yourself ready. And let's go. Pushing into that wall. Squeeze that core as hard as you can. 100% max effort is pushing into that wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Well done. You're going to come back onto your mat and we're going to finish with a little bit of breathing. You killed it. Well done. And we're going to close our practice with our 3 deep breaths. So you can take your hands onto your knees, sit up nice and tall, and take a big inhale in through your nose and out through your mouth. Big inhale, feel your lungs in your belly. Exhale with a sigh. One more biggest, deepest breath of the day. And good work. Thank you for joining me today again. You have done so well. I'm so proud of you. Merry Christmas and see you tomorrow.